This year at Tone Valley South, we are privileged to have 3 valedictorians. The first valedictorian to speak this evening is Amanda Renee Thomas. Would you please come forward to receive your award and to deliver your address?
Good evening. Graduation is not an end, but a beginning. A time to reflect on where we've been, to rejoice in who we are, and to look forward to what we will become. As this is the time to reflect on where we've been, I'm sure we've all sat and reminisced with our friends and families on past times, both good and bad. Remembering old times is a way of adding closure to a major part of our lives. And all of you have been a major part of mine. We've been together for 13 years, some of us not quite as long, but we all have memories that we'll take with us as we move on. It seems it was forever ago that we kissed our parents goodbye and left for our first day of kindergarten with a sudden feeling of fear, for we were without our security blanket for the first time. And now that time is approaching us again, but instead of waving goodbye to the first day of kindergarten, we'll be saying goodbye to our first semester of college life. And once again, the feeling of fear will flood us as our life completes yet another cycle. Back in elementary school, it was so simple, and the only thing we worried about was whether or not recess would be inside or outside, or who would be the person we would sit by at lunch. Then after elementary, we went to a completely different school to start our 4th grade year. As 4th graders, we were the youngest in the school, and everything was a new experience. Like in 5th grade, when there was a bomb threat, we spent the entire day outside until it was time to go home. Then came our big 6th grade sleepover. It was our first boy-girl sleepover, and at the time it was a big deal. The boys and girls slept in different rooms, of course. Then came 7th grade, and we had finally hit junior high status. We had lockers for the first time, and we got to change classes every period. Also came Camp Campbell-Guard, and we were the first group to ever go. Then comes 8th grade, and boy were we the big shots. We were the oldest in the school, and we thought we had the run of it. We went to Washington, D.C. as previous classes had, and we left our marks as a class, for we were the last class to ever graduate from Lanier. As a freshman, we had many things to adjust to. After finally getting to be the top dogs of the school, we were quickly humbled as we entered high school with the status of freshman pond scum. And just as we had learned our way around the old high school, we had to make the move to the new one. So once again, we had to hunt for our classes all over again, but this time we weren't alone. Our sophomore year comes and goes, and then comes our junior year. By this time, the thought of graduation had entered most of our minds, but it was still so far off that it was more of a dream than a reality. Even though we made it over the hump, it wasn't all downhill. We had to work hard to the end, trying to get everything ready for the big year, our senior year. Even though we all may have been different throughout high school, we had one thing in mind and one common goal. As we sit here tonight, united as a class, it doesn't matter what petty conflicts we may have had or how different we may have been, for we all know that each of us have had a long trip. There have been good times and bad times, but the memories and friends we've made will last us a lifetime. Here it is, the time we've been waiting for. We've laughed, cried, and now the time has finally come for us to celebrate together as a class of 1999.
Thank you, Amanda. Our second valedictorian this evening is Kathleen Marie Weissel. Would you please come forward to receive your award and to deliver your address?
It seems as though it was just yesterday we were entering the school to begin our senior year of high school. Graduation seemed further in the future than we could see, yet there were constant reminders that it was fast approaching. Deciding on announcement designs, ordering our senior t-shirts and keys, and taking college days were just a few reminders that this indeed was our last year at Tone Valley South High School. And later, the reminders grew stronger, making final decisions for future plans, meeting scholarship deadlines, and being measured for caps and gowns. Finally, somewhere between mailing out announcements and practicing for the commencement exercises, The reality of graduation hit. These are our last days of high school. We have made so many memories in the past 13 years, and we all have a lot to look forward to in the future. But graduation is not just a time for reminiscing of days gone by or dreaming of future plans, but a time to celebrate the accomplishments of dreams we have worked so hard to realize. Graduation is a grand achievement for all of us. Each one of us have taken a countless number of tests, done who knows how many hours of homework, and sat through many an hour of lectures, all in order to be here today. Everyone has worked very hard to earn their diploma. For some, it came easy, and for others, it was more difficult. Yet we all hung in there, and here we are today, before our friends and family who have all given so much to help us achieve our goals, the big ones and the small ones. Those who have been with us throughout the fun times, and those who have been there to help us through the tough times. Each and every one of you means so much more than you can ever imagine. Today, we will all be turning a page in our lives. The days of being a high school student are now behind us, and there are many things that will be changing. Some of the changes will be welcome, like not having to carry around our agenda books every time we walk down the hallway, and not having to have mom or dad sign you out of school or write you a note when you're absent or tardy. And I don't think many of us will miss eating school lunch 5 days a week, and always eating pizza on Friday. And we probably won't miss sitting through 7 long periods in the Arctic air of the school either. Yet there are so many small things that we will miss, like hearing the bell ring at the end of a long period, sitting in the hallway to study with a partner, eating lunch with the same people you've eaten lunch with for the past 4 years, going out in the courtyard on a warm day and just enjoying the nice weather. Possibly you'll miss playing sports or going to watch your friends play. Maybe you'll miss walking down the hallway chatting with your best friend, or perhaps just giving a friendly hello to a face that you've grown accustomed to seeing every day on your way to class. Whatever it may be that you'll miss, I'm sure you're not the only one. Someone else will probably miss it too. Now is also the time to begin to pursue the next path, to reach for the next star, and achieve the things that are so important to us. For some, the next path will be college, and for others, technical school, and some will go straight to work. But whichever path you choose, the opportunities are out there, and we all have the potential to achieve anything we put our minds to. As Dr. Seuss put it, you have the brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you're the one who'll decide where to go. I'm sure that not all of us know which path to follow, but listen to your heart, for it will never lie. And we probably don't know what all the world has to offer, but the world will be a better place because of what we have to offer it. For many of us, this is the final time we will see many of our classmates, for our paths will lead us in many different directions. And as we part, I would like to leave you with a traditional blessing. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back, the sun shine warm upon your face, the rain falls soft upon your fields, and until we meet again, may God hold you in the hollow of his hand. Thank you.
For $200. In addition, she has been honored with the IUE Delphi Baker. Amanda Thomas. Mandy plans to attend Ohio University to study business management. We're proud to announce that she has received the Franklin B. Walter Scholarship for $250. Mandy has also been awarded the West Alexandria Lions Club Scholarship for $250 a year, renewable for 4 years. In addition, Mandy has received the Eaton Rotary Scholarship for $500. And last but not least, Mandy has been awarded a Proficiency Scholarship voucher for $500. John C. Tilton. Chad plans to attend Sinclair Community College to further his education. Through the college, we're pleased to announce that he has been awarded with the CTC Tech Prep Scholarship for $1,000 a year, renewable for 2 years. Good luck, Chad.
And the Lord God said, come to the edge.
They said, but we might fall.
And the Lord God said, come to the edge.
They said, it's too dangerous.
And the Lord God said, come to the edge. They came and the Lord God pushed them.
And they flew.
Amanda Suzanne Shockey with honor.
I think the damn page comes.
Jason G. Gehring. Amanda Renee Thomas with honor. Lindsay Nell Nam.